Hi, guys. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the Sunday Talk Show. I am Marlene, and welcome to the stream. Of course, I got to start out by thanking my supportive members, and my members are Boss Life Online, Team Bill with Geo, Beverly Black, Bozo Calvin Jr., I am Tracy Lee, Time with Tiffy, Just Vlogging Life. Let's talk about it with Anita, Pandy's Hair Candy, and more. Be Amazing, Sylvia, Pittsburgh Artist Studio, Marlin Music Channel. I am Tracy Lee, Advertising Junction, Recipes and Shorts. Thank you to all my members. I appreciate each and every one of you. Membership is available. So let's get started with the Best Life Crew song.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the Sunday Talk Show. Thank you so much for being here. I am Marlene. I am the content creator, and this channel is a channel about positivity, motivation, and encouragement. You will find that on this channel. And if it's your first time clicking on this video, I would love if you would subscribe to the channel. And for those who are returning, I would love if you would join my channel membership. So today on the Sunday Talk Show, we're going to talk about a good topic. I wish I knew then what I know now. How many of us have said something like that or something similar to it? So, of course, guys, I am going to see who is in the chat and then we are going to get started. Welcome, everybody. See who's in the chat. Who's in the chat? Hey, Smart Aviation, welcome. How are you doing? Happy Sunday to you. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Miss Full Roller, how are you doing? Happy Sunday to you. Thank you so much for coming. Hey, Edward Smart, good morning to you. I hope you're doing well and your family. I think that's all in the chat right now. Thank you guys so much for being here. I would love if you guys would like and share this out. So today we're going to be talking about, I wish I knew then what I know now. How many times do we get to that in our lives? We always think that we should have changed something in our past to make our present different. So let's talk about some of those things that maybe we have said to ourselves. I wish I knew this then, and use it now in your present. So one of the things that I want to start off by saying is a lot of times we say this because we have not dealt with our inner child. What is the inner child? The inner child is the part of us, it's like, I wouldn't say our conscience, but I would say it is like the things that you have to reaffirm to yourself. You got to reaffirm what you are thinking. It's kind of, I would say, like my protector. It's like the little girl within me. And if you're a male, the little boy within you. So anything that you have been through in your past, not just your childhood, any period of time in your life where you have suffered some type of setback, some type of hard time. And it's so important to speak to your inner child, because the inner child, if you don't deal with the issues that you had in your childhood or through a traumatic experience, you definitely are going to be halted and living in that time period. So I recommend, if you have not already, hi, Angela. Happy Sunday to you. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome in. Yet, if you have not spoken to your inner child and had that conversation, it's so important. One of the first things that I recommend you guys when you speak to your inner child that you say, you got to tell your inner child that I am not my circumstances. I am not my present. I am not my past, but I am my present. So many times we get stuck in living in our past that we don't even make room for our present. How can you make room for your present when you're stuck in the past? So we have to acknowledge that inner child and we have to speak to that inner child and let that inner child know I'm an adult now. Those were the circumstances of my past. Those were the circumstances of my childhood, but that does not make me any less than today. So many times we hold on to our pain, we hold on to our hurt as a way to protect ourselves from the trauma, from the pain, from a difficult circumstance. And we do that just because maybe at a certain period of time, nobody was there to protect you. Nobody was there to check in on you. Nobody was there to allow you to be able to express your feelings in a comfortable setting. A lot of times, if you guys came from situations like I did as a child, we really didn't be able to express ourselves freely. You couldn't say when you felt you were dealing with an injustice or a wrong, or someone hurt you, or someone did trauma to you. It was, you kind of had to like push that to the side, act like it never happened, skip over it. But you really can't skip over traumatic events, because if you push it down in one aspect of your life in your childhood, it's just going to resurface in your teen years, in your adulthood, or the worst part, in romantic relationships. We take sometimes those inner childhood experiences and we let those inner child experiences shape the type of people that we want to be with, because we have usually sometimes mommy issues or daddy issues, or problems from our siblings or other family members that may not have treated us the way that we deserve. So that's why we have to speak to our inner child and we have to tell our inner child it's okay. And I know that that is something very difficult to tell yourself, that it's okay, maybe when you don't feel that way mentally. See, to the outside world, we can seem like everything is roses and sunshine, and we have it all together and we don't have any problems. But no, everybody has problems, everybody has struggles, everybody has different circumstances. So, whether you had an opportunity to be able to voice your feelings, how you felt as a child, or whatever trauma that you have been through, we're going to be discussing this today. Hey, Boss Life Online, welcome in. How are you? Happy Sunday to you. Oh, and I forgot to say, all my members, you are welcome to drop exclamation point member to have your link dropped in the chat. Thank you so much for being my members. So, yeah, guys, back to the topic. We really have to speak to that inner child and tell that inner child, I'm an adult now. Everything is going to be okay because I'm here. Maybe sometimes we didn't have someone to be able to ask us as a child, or even as a teenager, or even after a bad breakup. Are you okay? Is everything all right? Are you coping well with your life? Hi, Lisa. Welcome. How are you doing? Happy Sunday to you. Thank you so much for being here. And thanks for the likes, everybody. So that's the number one I want to talk to you about. Speak to your inner child. We got to talk to our inner child and let our inner child know everything is going to be okay. Even if you suffered wrongs, even if you suffered manipulation, abuse, it does not mean you have to keep carrying that load in your heart. You have to keep carrying that load in your mind, that it makes you feel sometimes that you're not enough. And I get that, having gone through that in my childhood. If you weren't validated, even simple things like in your childhood, if you weren't told that you were special, that you were important, that your thoughts mattered, If you didn't get that, it's kind of hard when you get to be a teenager or an adult to have a healthy mindset. So that's why it's important that no matter what age you are at, it's never too late to learn new habits, to learn new thinking. It's like relearning and resetting your mindset. So, no matter what you have been through in your life, no matter what circumstances, no matter what problems you have gone through, just know today you can recharge, restart, rethink, and reset your life. So, how do you do that? Number one, by acknowledging, speaking to your inner child. And number two, you have to speak to somebody. It doesn't matter who it is or what it is. You know, sometimes the pets can be our therapy of way of releasing pain and trauma. They can be comforting to us. They can listen to us because sometimes I'll be honest with you guys. You can't trust everybody with the words because sometimes when you express some traumatic events, some things that you have gone through, you know, most people they try to fix your problems. They want to give you a solution, and some traumas there is no solution to that. All you need sometimes is some place that you can like mind dump, like release it, get all of this out of your mind so that you can stop thinking about it every moment of the day. Yes, I'm so glad you're fine, Lisa. Thank you so much for coming and being here. Yeah, we have to speak to that inner child. We have to let that inner child know that everything is going to be okay. And I know that when you're in the midst of your pain and you're in the midst of the trauma, you're learning how do I cope with this and when am I ever going to feel like I'm enough? Today is the day that you start. We always think we need to be validated within other people. Maybe if your family doesn't validate you, if your family doesn't respect you, not everybody has the cookie cutter family that is supportive and kind and loving and speaks positive affirmations over your life and wants to pour blessings and love on you. Not everybody has that. And I'm here to assure you it's okay. You don't need certain people in your life. A lot of times we think we need people to validate us. No, remember, you got to be your first line of defense. You got to be your first friend. That's one of the things that I want to tell you guys. I wish I knew then what I know now. Validate yourself. That's why you can see people who are 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, always, looking, hey, do you see me? Do you see me? Because maybe in their childhood or maybe in relationships, they were never acknowledged. Maybe they were never spoken love over them, kindness, and all of those things. So we have to look inside of ourselves and know, I'm valid. And I want you to say that to yourself. I am valid. I am valid. My thoughts, my thinking, the things that I have been through does not make me. It validates me that I'm a human being, that I'm special, that I'm important. And just knowing that, if you don't need anybody else to validate you, just think about the bad relationships that you can stay away from. We always are looking to other people to validate us. Validate me, validate me. We got to remember, we got to validate ourselves. Validate you. Love yourself. We got to love ourselves first. Because if we don't love ourselves, who is going to? Yes, it's important that we seek love, from our higher power or whatever you seek that to be. But we got to look within ourselves. You got to look within yourself for love. And that can be difficult if you have been through traumatic experiences. But the first things that you got to do is you got to speak kindness, love, light, and peace over your life. So that's a part of acknowledging yourself. I am valid. I am important. I am special. I am somebody. I am important. Hey, Minister of Music, how are you? Happy Sunday to you. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you and your family are doing well. So, yeah, guys, that's the first line of defense. One of the things that we should all wish we knew then, and now we have to use it now. Okay, so if you didn't possess it then, if you didn't possess those qualities, you didn't possess that knowledge, you didn't possess that wisdom, we have to validate ourselves. And sometimes it's a whole life lesson, it's a journey. Whatever you have been through in your life, whatever struggles, don't let what happened to you in the past stop you from living in your today. Don't let anything stop you from living today. I'll say it again. Don't let anything stop you from living today. No matter where you have been, no matter what you have gone through, no matter the way people treated you, no matter your circumstances, no matter anything, no matter the trauma, no matter your difficulties, no matter your financial situation, you're here today. Validate that you are here today. You have a special meaning, you have a special mark on the world. And now the next step in your life is to find out, what is your mark? What is your stamp? What is your reason for being here? You know, a lot of times we have to stop and pause, put a pause button on that right there. What is my purpose? What is my reason for living? Hey, Dana, welcome, Triple C. How are you doing? Thank you so much for coming and being here. I hope you're having a great Sunday. Blessings to you. And also, I think I said hi to Minister of Music. Thank you guys so much for coming and being here. Self-validation and being who you are is what I'm learning from the cats that I have had the blessing of coming across. Yeah, that it's okay to be yourself, and I think a lot of times that is something learned. Most of us did not grow up in that. Coming in with that kind of knowledge is something that, I wish I knew then what I know now. Now we can learn, we can validate ourselves. You don't have to look to the outside, to the external, for your validation. Here today, where you stand, you are valid, you are special, you are important, and you are somebody. So let's speak that over ourselves. Let's speak it over our life. And then we're gonna start to get back that type of energy. What you put out in the atmosphere, what you think about yourself, what you have in your heart for yourself, that is what you're going to be drawing in. If we constantly walk around with our head down, we constantly are always looking to other people to validate you. But what if in your lifetime people never validate you? What if your job never validates you? What if in your relationships you never have a good relationship? What if your family doesn't validate you and treat you the way that you deserve and treat you like the blessing that you are? Because each and every one of us is a blessing, no matter if anybody sees it or not. You are a blessing. When you were born into this world, we were each born with certain personality traits, certain things that we are good at, certain things that make us who we are. And that's what you bring into this world. You bring in something special. I bring in something special. So don't look to other people to try to find who you are inside. Who you are is enough. Period. You just stop right there. Who you are is enough. And so many people do not get to that point in their life. And I find that to be so sad, that some people are always looking to other people to validate themselves. Let's validate ourselves. Let's love ourselves. That's the second point. I wish I knew then what I know now. Number one was speak to your inner child. Number two is love yourself. Love yourself. Ooh, that's a powerful message. It's a powerful thought. It transcends everything in our life. When you have love for yourself, there's nothing that you can't do. There's nothing that you can't be. There's nothing that you can't overcome, because love overcomes everything, every situation, every trial, every problem. even if other people abandon you, leave you, disappoint you. But when you love yourself, that's how you carry on. We got to learn to love ourselves more. We got to pour into ourselves, pour into ourselves. So many times we don't acknowledge that we need to love ourselves more. Love yourself more. Treat yourself well. Treat yourself like the blessing that you are. If we looked at ourselves more as a blessing and not just identified us with titles, so many times we identify ourselves as mothers, aunties, cousins, brothers, sisters, fathers, co-workers, instead of just saying, I'm just whatever your name is. I'm just Marlene. I'm just Dana. I'm just Gio. I'm just Angela. I'm just Edward. I'm just Terrence. I'm just Lisa. If we just identified ourselves, just I'm a human being first. I'm a person. I have feelings. I hurt and I bleed and I have pain. I had trauma. See, we have to keep that in the past. Just because you had trauma doesn't mean you have to step in it and stay in that trauma. And how do we do that? We admit, okay, acknowledge this is what happened to me. I had hard times. I had problems. I had a difficult childhood. I've been through some health problems and situations. I've had people disappoint me. I've had people hurt me. I've had people not believe in myself. And also now we get back to number one. But how am I treating myself? How do I see myself? When it's just you alone in the world and you're just looking at yourself as a mirror reflection, how do you see yourself when you look in the mirror? Do you see something beautiful? Do you see something valuable? Do you see somebody important? Do you see somebody who is going somewhere? That's how we have to look at ourselves. So that's one of the things that I want you guys to get. I wish I knew then what I know now. Know that today, no matter where you stand, no matter what you're going through, no matter your circumstances, you are loved. You are important. Acknowledge yourself. I am special. I am somebody. I am loved, worthy, and blessed. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Yes, I appreciate you so much for being here. Triple C or Dana. Hey, Vernell, welcome in. How are you doing? Happy Sunday to you. Amen. And you got to teach people how to love you by how you love yourself. Yes. So many times we're always looking to other people to love us, maybe to fill in the gaps, fill in the pieces where we're not filling in, where we're not pouring love into ourselves. We're not taking time for our mind. We're not taking time for our heart. We're not taking time for our spirit. We're not taking time for self-reflection and meditation. We're not taking time to speak positive affirmations over our life. We have to do that. See, sometimes, we're like batteries, everybody. We're human beings, and just how we have to give love to other people, we have to give people our time. We got to power ourselves up, plug back in. And how do we do that? By, if you are a person of faith, by praying, by meditating, by taking some time for your relaxation. Maybe it's a bubble bath. Maybe it's taking time to do some personal care, hair care, making sure, especially as mothers, fathers, aunties, uncles, if you're serving a role as a caregiver, we got to remember to care for ourselves. We care for others. Now pour that back into ourselves. Remember, first, love yourself first. Pour some love into yourself. And that way you can be there and available to other people, because other people are seeing, oh no, that's Marlene's time. That's Dana's time. That's Terrence's time. That's Edward's time. And make sure you let people know and respect that. Take some time where you turn that phone off. Take some time where you just say, no, this is my time. Where maybe you're giving yourself a dinner date by yourself. Go and do something that you want to do, whatever that is, or whatever hobby it is that you want to do, but it's your time. Not with other people, not with your kids, not with anybody. It's your solo time. And that's how you recharge, refuel, and feel calm and at peace. See, if we're always busy, distracted, and doing for other people, but we're never doing for ourselves, or to even take time and reset and just think, what's going on with me? How am I doing? Am I all right? See, all the time that we're going, because we live in a society that's always going, 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 doing, being, but we never take a time to just unwind. It's okay. We got to take some time to unwind, reset, and refocus. And we can only do that in personal solo time. Make sure you're doing that if you have not already today. Take some time for some solo time. We are enjoying a nice rainy afternoon. Well, that's awesome, Angela. Enjoy it. Validate that you went through hell and came out on the other side stronger. Yes, I believe that that's a life lesson. And it's one of those things that I wish I knew then what I know now. You know, learn to not take every little thing in your life so strongly. To not let every little thing that happens to you, not even little, everything that happens to you is not a personal attack. That's one of the things that I wish I knew then what I know now. Everything that happens to you is not a personal attack. Hold on one second, guys. Allergies. And that's one of the things that I wish I knew then what I know now. Everything is not a personal attack. Some things come in to shape us, to mold us, to strengthen us, to give us courage, to make our foundation strong, to be fortified for what you need to go through next. See, that's what we have to learn. See, that's in the maturity and the wisdom and the protection and the blessing and the strength. I am stronger today because of what I have been through. I'm stronger today because of the woman or the man that I had to be who I am today. Yes, and then we have to say thank you. I say thank you, Father. Thank you that I didn't give up. Thank you for helping me to not give up. See, we have to step into that and walk into that too. A lot of times we think when we're going through a trial or we're going through a problem that we're the only person, that woe is me. I am the only person struggling right now. I'm the only person that's having financial problems. I'm the only person that has dealt with abuse. I'm the only person that has cried a sea of a river of tears. I'm the only person who has had a broken heart. I'm the only person that has health problems. No, it's not true. And the next thing that I wish I knew then, what I know now, is you're not the only person with health problems. I don't know who I need to speak to right now, but you're not the only person with health problems. A lot of times when you're going through a specific health problem, a specific health issue, we hold it in, we keep it to ourselves, we lick our wounds, we cry ourselves to sleep instead of reaching out, talking to other people who are going through a similar situation, gaining support. See, that's how we learn. That's how we grow. That's how we mature. That's how we elevate. See, first we got to elevate our mind and not be manipulated by people who are weak-minded, people who don't love us, people who don't see the good in us. See, we each have good within us, and other people may not be able to see it because they're blind to it, because they're not meant to be in our lives. See, we have to understand that too. Not everybody that comes into your life is meant to stay in your life. Some people come in our lives to help us to grow up. Some people come in our lives to help us to mature. Some people come in our lives for a season to teach us a lesson. Like, no. They come in our lives, sometimes people come in our lives to hurt us so that we can grow up, so that we can become more wise, so that we can learn what not to do, so that we know how to use our money better, so we know how to use our time better, so we know what we should spend our energy, what we should spend our focus on. See, a lot of times we get lost in the shuffle of life because we are so busy. We're so busy worrying about what other people think about us. We're so busy worrying about what other people did to us. And we stay in that for so long. I can't believe they did this to me. And you're walking around, you're mad. You're mad at the world. You're angry. You're mad at God. You're mad at other people. And you just stay in that. You stay in that angry. You stay in that mad. Just always just mad, angry, bitter, selfish. See, all of those things, they stop us, slow down our progress in our life. See, if you're always holding on to the dead weight of the past, how can you move forward at a faster speed? You're so busy being bombarded in your mind. You're so busy being bombarded in your heart. See, the next one is that we have to learn to let go. Let go of the things that don't bless us. Let go of the things that may have cursed us. They may have cursed us out. They may have not seen our value. We have to understand that's okay. Other people's opinion of us is none of our business. What other people think of us, a lot of times we put so much weight into us. Oh, they don't like me. Oh, they weren't there for me. Oh, they don't support me. But remember, we support ourselves. We love ourselves. We validate ourselves. We know who we are. We know where we're going. We know we have a stamp to put in this life. And when you have that walk in your life, when you have that knowledge, see, it's very powerful. See, words have meaning and weight when you believe it. See, we have to believe we are somebody. I believe I am somebody. I believe that I am special. I believe that my words carry power and weight. So when I know my words have power and weight, I'm very careful about the things that I say to other people. And I'm even more careful about the self-talk that I have with myself. See, let's go into self-talk right now, guys. I wish I knew then what I know now. Self-talk. The self-talk is the words that you speak to yourself. Do you tell yourself how important you are? Do you tell yourself how special you are? Do you tell yourself how wise you are? Do you tell yourself how strong you are? Do you tell yourself, I am beautiful? Do you tell yourself that I have meaning? Do you tell yourself that I am strong? Do you tell yourself that you are going somewhere? I am going somewhere. Okay. See, that's the kind of self-talk that we have to have, even if other people do not give it to you, even if other people don't pour it into you. You got to have those conversations with yourself. It's so important. Have the self-talk. Those positive words of affirmation can take you through your darkest hour, your darkest trials. We got to talk to ourselves, speak love, and pour that love into ourselves until there is an abundance, an overflow. We should be overflowing with love to ourselves, not just liking ourselves, but loving ourselves so much that we're very conscious of the words that we speak about ourselves. We're very conscious of the way we talk to ourselves, even down to the food we eat. See, that's a person who's very conscious of themselves. They're in tune, they're in line with us. See, a lot of times I know for myself too, I eat because I'm stressed out. I eat because of stress. And I have to remind myself, no, eat because you love yourself. Eat because that food is good for me. Eat because it's right for me. Eat because it's healthy. Eat because it's going to help my brain. See, all of it lines up. The way we talk to ourselves, the food we eat, the exercise that we give ourselves, spending solo time. And let's get into the next one about forgiveness. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Hey, Scorpion. How are you? Welcome in. Happy Sunday to you. It's so good to see you. Be proud of the life that you have made for yourself. Come on, Angela. Yes, you got to be proud and celebrate yourselves. So many people, you know, I wish I knew then what I know now. Celebration of yourself. If you guys have not seen other videos that I have made, so many times I have a solo day for myself where I celebrate myself. I celebrate the love that I have for myself. And you can only do that solo. You got to go out. You got to treat yourself. You got to date yourself. You got to know who you are. You got to know what you want. You got to know where you're going. See, you can't, other people can't give you the love that you need for yourself. Other people can't give you a strong mind. Other people can't give you a strong foundation. Nobody can give you that. You got to give yourself that. You got to give yourself that. So we're going to get into forgiveness, but let's see what else comments that I missed in the chats. Yes. Let's see what I missed. Yes. Dana. Yes. Hey, MJ. Hi. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. It's so good to see you. I hope you and your family are doing well. Thank you so much for coming and being here. Let's see what else I missed in the chat. Okay. Lisa says, it's hard to love yourself when you think you are broken. See, that's the thing with that, Lisa. So many people think they're broken, and all of that comes back to one. We think we're broken when we haven't healed, fixed, and forgiven. See, when we forgive ourselves for our past, even bad decisions maybe that you have made, maybe when other people hurt us and harmed us and done evil to us. See, that's when you can think you're broken. See, but we have to give and acknowledge I am not my past. My past doesn't make me who I am today. No matter what difficulty, no matter what wrongs that maybe you have done, maybe the wrongs that other people has done to you. No, all of that helped you to be stronger because we have to understand that we are more courageous, we're more loving now, we're a stronger person, we have a stronger mind, a stronger spirit. We're stronger, we're more courageous, we're more valuable. We can know our stamp in the world because maybe now you know more of what you want and more of who you are and where you're going because of hard circumstances. See, life is like a firing thing, like when people weld. See, under the test, under the storms, under the difficulties that you go through, all of that, that's where you can get refortified. You get refortified in your mind, in your heart, in your spirit. See, I'm stronger today because of the tears I cried, because of the people who let me down, that let me know not to depend on them, but to depend on me. We got to learn that we got to be our own friend. We got to be our own source of love instead of looking to other people to love us. Do we love us? Very important. Very important. Let's see what else I'm missing. Hey, Cornice. How are you doing? It's so good to see you. Blessings to you. Happy Sunday. I hope you and your family are doing well. And of course, my members, drop exclamation point member to have your link dropped in the chat. I appreciate all my members. Thank you so much, Dana. I appreciate you being here and everybody in the chat. So it really means a lot to me. Working on loving yourself one day at a time. Lisa B. That's what I did until I got it. I just told myself that every day until I got it. And, it's a work in progress. Everybody is on a separate journey. And even me, guys, I have days where I feel low. I feel discouraged. That's what makes me a human being. I am a human being. You are a human being, okay? We each have trials. We each have problems. Oh, Dana, thank you so much for joining my membership. I appreciate you. That means so much to me. Thank you to all my members. Um, it means so much to me that you guys would see something in me to support me. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, we have to learn that. So let's go into my next point. This is what I wish I knew then, what I know now. Troubles or problems won't last always. Hmm. Troubles or problems won't last always. See, when you're going through a hard time, you're going through a difficulty, a problem, a stressor, people hurting you, a trauma, and you feel that this is how my life will be always. No, your life will not always be pain. Your life will not always be hurt. Your life will not always be you rubbing your two nickels together. No, it's not. It's not. But we first have to define, what do you look at your life to be? What are you speaking over your life? What is the actions? See, that's another thing. I'm just going to say it straight. No chaser. We have to understand that your life is only going to be as good as you make it. Your life is only as good as you make it. So what are you putting into your mind? What do you have in your heart? What do you have in your heart for yourself, for other people? Your life is only going to be as good as you allow. See, a lot of times we're always waiting or thinking, oh, I'm too old or I'm too young to try this. Or I'm too this. We're comparing ourselves to other people. I'm too skinny, or I'm too fat, or I'm not good enough, or comparing ourselves to other people, or my hair doesn't look like them, or my hair doesn't look like them, or my stature or my skin tone. We're always, we kind of take away and chip away at our own selves and make ourselves think we're smaller and smaller and smaller. No, no, no. You are valid. You are somebody special and important. Don't make yourself less than because of situations, just because other people don't believe in you. No, just because they don't see the good in you, they don't see the love in you, they don't see your blessings, they don't see your worth and your value. It doesn't stop you from being, like the sun. It doesn't stop you from shining. Don't stop shining because other people don't see your light. No. Never stop shining. Never stop being yourself. That's why my channel song, Just Know It, Just Breathe It, and Be It, is so important for you to be yourself. No matter what other people think about you, no matter who likes you, no matter what people think about your idiosyncrasies, your little things about you that maybe it gets on other people's nerves. That's what makes you you. Celebrate that. See, mine is my soft personality, my wisdom, my ability to listen to other people, my ability to pour into other people, my ability to empathize with other people and to be able to support other people. That's my gift. That's my blessing. And I'm walking in it and receiving it. That is what God has called me to be. And I say the same thing for all of you guys. Be who you are. Be who you're called to be. Be your own personality. Be unique and special. Walk around with your head up high. No matter who likes it, doesn't like you, wants to backstab you, talk about you behind your back, irrelevant to your life. We have to learn that we have to be ourselves, be authentically us, authentic. See, there's so many people walking around in these days and times, especially here on social media, showing the highlight reel of their life, that they're doing so good and they're not. So we have to understand that sometimes it's okay if we're not okay. It's okay. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to cry at times. It's okay to feel discouraged. It's okay to doubt. It's okay to have fear, but we can't let that stop us. We can't let that stop us. Yeah, you can cry, but don't cry all day. Cry because you're human. Cry because you have pain, and then say, okay, Now it's time to get up. Now it's time to keep fighting. Now I need to keep trying. Okay, that didn't work, but this will work. It's all about how we talk to ourselves. Don't allow your circumstances, your situation, your problems, your fears. Don't let your fears be stronger than you. No, you're stronger than that. You're smarter than that. You're more valuable than that. Remember, you are somebody. I am somebody. Okay. So let's keep going on that train. You are somebody. Okay. I read that one. So let's go. Hey, Raymond. Happy Sunday. It's so good to see you. I hope you and your family are doing great. I appreciate you being here. And thanks, guys, for all my likes. I appreciate that. It really helps my analytics. Let's see. I am God's masterpiece. Come on. Come on, Vernell. I am beautiful and wonderfully made by God. See, we have to take time to step into that as well and acknowledge ourselves. We got to acknowledge ourselves and understand that we're valuable. See, just like Vernell just said, I am God's masterpiece. I am beautiful and wonderfully made by God. See, sometimes when you're going through a situation, or even as a child or a youth, or you're dealing with low self-esteem, trauma, hard times, you're lacking support. And sometimes we feel we're less than because of our problems. We feel we're less than because of our struggle. We feel we're less than because we lack the support that we deserve. But I'm going to speak to your heart right now. You don't stop shining because other people may be in the darkness, because other people don't love themselves. No. You never stop being a masterpiece. See, God made each and every one of us. He made each and every one of us and molded us to be certain persons. He molded you. He molded me. See, but we have to learn to look into that. See, sometimes we got to step outside of ourselves and say, look at who I was. I stand in that and I meditate on that sometimes. Look at who I was. And I say, God, thank you. I say, God, thank you. Thank you for not letting me stay in that. Thank you for helping me to see my potential. And that's what I want for you guys too. I want for you guys to see your potential. See, so many times as children, I think a lot of times, I think parents do the best that they can. Parents do the best that they can. They only can give you what they possess. So we got to learn to forgive parents. You got to learn to forgive people who hurt you. And we have to allow ourselves to heal. I have to speak it over myself when it comes up in my mind. I'm healed from that situation. I am whole from that situation. That situation may have broke somebody else, but it didn't break me. But it fortified me. But it made me more capable. See, that's what we have to learn to do with our situations. See, sometimes from the past, we feel that we're stuck in that. We feel that we are less than because of our trial. No. All of that, it made you go and look at inside of yourself. See, like I was talking about before, we have to step outside of ourselves and look in ourselves and peer and look with our eyes and say, look at who I was. Now look at me now. Celebrate that. Now I walk with my head up high. Now I'm stronger. Now I believe in myself. Now I love myself. Now I take care of myself. Now I acknowledge my strength and my power and my might. Now I can look at somebody and smile. Now I don't have to look at somebody else and be jealous of them. I no longer have to be jealous of another man or a woman because of what they have in their finances, because what they may look at. I can celebrate them because I celebrate myself. And I think a lot of people, can't walk in that because they don't know how to celebrate and acknowledge themselves, because they don't love themselves enough. They're so busy judging other people when they need to start looking and judging themselves. What is it inside of me that causes me to be jealous of you? What is it inside of me that causes me to be jealous of your finances? How about I work on my own finances? See, I wish I knew then what I know now, that I don't need a certain car or shoe or purse or clothing item to be happy, to front for other people, to make other people put on a show for other people. Let other people think I have this in my pocketbook and I don't. See, who cares what other people think about you? Who cares? That ain't none of your business. That ain't none of mine. Because when my bills come in, it's addressed to me. It's not addressed to them. So you go and live beyond your means. You go and do other things that other people want to do. No, walk in what you want to do. Walk in what makes you feel good up here. What puts a smile on your face. See, walk in that. Do more of that. Bring more of that. See, when we start walking in who we are, when we start fortifying our mind and we speak love and light over myself, and I speak those affirmations, you're somebody, you're special, you're important. Keep going, keep trying. Don't stay down. Don't give up. Don't let go. See, when we do that, when we do that, we push out the darkness and we can bring in more light. See, we can radiate more light the more we allow to shine within us. The more we allow to shine within us is the more that we can radiate. Okay? Let's see what's going on in the chat. Hey, Pandy. Welcome, Pandy. How are you? Happy Sunday. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I hope you and your family are doing great. Yes, thank you, Angela. I appreciate you. Let's see what else I missed. What did I miss? Yes, what does Corny say? Yes, for the hair care and self-love. Listen, that's another thing that I wish I knew then what I know now. My hair cannot do what somebody else's hair can do. And just because they look nice in that style doesn't mean I'm going to look nice in that style. Or they do their makeup a certain way doesn't mean I'm going to look good in makeup a certain way. See, I'll tell you, I see the way some people do makeup and it looks beautiful. But your girl Marlene loves her color. Look at me today. I got my purple eyeshadow on because that makes me feel good. See, at a certain point, we have to learn to be authentically ourselves. Yeah, I like the natural look. It looks beautiful on other people, but that's not me. That's none of Marlene. Anytime you see Marlene stop wearing her bright colors, know something is wrong. That's not me. I like my jewelry and my makeup. I like my self-care and my facials and my pedicures and my wigs and my natural hair. And, I love all of that stuff because that's what helps me to be more of me, because I'm pouring more of what I like to do or more of my hobbies. We got to spend more time in that so that we can continue to thrive. Yes, for the hair care and the self. Yeah, we have to keep loving ourselves. I think my main thing was learning that the abuse did not mean I was a bad person. I had to put it on the abuser. It wasn't my fault. I was just a kid. Right, Lisa? So many times we do that. We're punishing ourselves for years. It was me. Maybe if your parents divorced, maybe if you got more than your fair share of hitting, maybe if you had broken relationships, bad relationships with your child's father or mother, or a marriage went wrong, or whatever it is, or your finances didn't go right the way you wanted it to, or you couldn't have maybe some of the things that you wanted. It doesn't make you a bad person. Sometimes we want things to work for us, but we have to understand that some things is not good for us. Some things is not healthy. See, we can always want certain things for ourselves, but it's not right for us. They're not right for us. A certain thing is not right for us. We have to look for what's right for us. And it doesn't make you a bad person because you've been through situations and circumstances. No, you're not a bad person. You're a human being. We got to put the shoe back on the other foot. That's them. That's their problem. You're not less than. You're not less than. You're still loved. You're still important. And shame on whoever hurt you. Shame on them. And I have to bring that out to myself too sometimes when my mind just snaps back to my past and I start thinking of something sometimes, or sometimes I start crying or I get mad about it. I have to remind myself, it's not you, baby girl. See, I go back into my acknowledging my child. It's not you, baby girl. It was them. They did the wrong. It's okay. I love you. You're all right. And we got to do that. We got to pat ourselves on the back. You're all right. It's going to be okay. You're okay. You're loved and you're blessed and you're important and you're special. So keep going. We got to have those talks with ourselves. Thank you, Edward. Yeah, it is a challenge. It's a big challenge. Yes, self-care is so important. And I'm not trying to throw shade at anybody, but I see a lot of times so many women, when they're not with in a relationship with somebody, they're not with the man that they want, or vice versa. A man is not with the woman that they want. They only take care of themselves in a romantic relationship. See, you got to see your fulfillment, whether you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship. A relationship does not define you. And maybe if a relationship didn't work out, that doesn't mean you're not a good person. Sometimes it's them. See, we're pointing fingers at ourselves and feeling that we're less than. No. See, sometimes they weren't right for us. Maybe we weren't right for them. And that's okay. Maybe now is your time to just start looking at yourself, pouring some love into yourself, doing some things that you want to do. Take care of your health, take care of your finances, take some much needed vacation, try some new things. Don't wait for other people to come in your life for you to live and to thrive. See, that has been my word for 2022. Don't wait to thrive. Don't wait for the perfect circumstances. Don't wait for a person. Don't wait for other people to come along for you to keep being who you need to be. See, if you're always waiting on a certain time, it may never happen for you. It's never going to be a perfect time for you to try something new. It's never going to be a perfect time for you to overcome a fear. So why not start right now? Start right now. Start today. Overcome, overcome, overcome. You are stronger than your circumstances. I tell myself all the time, you're stronger than your thoughts. Even though our thoughts sometimes may condemn us and tell us we can't. And I say, no. So I rebuke that statement. I rebuke that thought. I am stronger than my fears. I am stronger than my finances. I'm going to heal all of that. See, we have to speak that over ourselves. It's in the positivity where we thrive. Let's see what else. Hey, James, welcome in. It's so good to see you. Appreciate you so much for coming. I hope you're doing well and your family. Happy Sunday to you. Yes, Lisa, when you know better, you do better. And you have to remember, when you are a child, you do childish things. You are not the protector. The overseers are your protectors. You have to be right. And that's why I always say, if you've been through things in your childhood, there may be some of you that are watching this video on the replay or here in the chat right now thinking, how can I ever overcome the trauma of my childhood? How can I ever? See, it first starts with you telling yourself, I can. I can overcome. I am not my trauma. I am not my circumstances. I'm not who hurt me. I'm not who supports me. I'm just me. And that is enough. Okay. I am enough. Speak that over your life. I am enough. I claim that. Yes, Cornice. Hey, Tracy Lee. How are you? It's so good to see you. Happy Sunday to you. I hope you and your family are well. Blessings to you and the chat. I appreciate all you guys being here today. It's so important to me. Okay. Let's see what else I missed in the chat. And I'm going to go on. Season, reason, and lifetime. Yes. We think sometimes that people, when they come in our lives, that they are meant to be in our lives forever. No. Some people come in our lives to teach us something. It's a lesson. See, when people hurt you, don't think it's not for a reason. It's a reason for everything. Everything is a reason. Everything is a reason. And some people are a season. Some people aren't meant to be in your life all the time. They come in to teach, to heal, to fix, to strengthen, to fortify. And then now you're okay. They can go. And other people, you're very blessed if you have people who are in your life for a lifetime. We got to learn to support those people, acknowledge them, tell them how much you appreciate them, how much you love them. Yeah, more of that. They see it. They just take it for a weakness, but it's their loss. Right, Cornice? It's their loss. So whoever doesn't see you, they don't see you. See, sometimes people can't see things because they're so in their own problems, their own mindset, their own trials. You know, we sometimes wonder, how come they don't support me? How come they're not there for me? How come they don't love me the way that I deserve? They can't. Sometimes some people just can't be there for you like they want to be. They may love you and care for you. Sometimes people don't know how to love. Some people don't know how to trust. Some people don't know how to show care and concern. They don't know how to support. And all we can do sometimes is release those people and let them go and wish them the best. But don't let other people stop you from the progress in your life because you're waiting for them. I see that all the time, especially in relationships. They're waiting for people to grow up. They're waiting for these people to mature. And you're slowing down the progress of your life. Be careful of that. Hey, Eunice. It's so good to see you. How are you? Happy Sunday to you. I hope you're well and your family. I really appreciate you being here. All is well here. Yes, all my members, drop exclamation point member, and you're more than welcome to drop those emojis. God is the potter and we are the clay. He has to shape us. And what do you want us to be? We are God's children first. Then he gives us the overseer, which is our parents or our guardian. Yes. Yes, we have to understand that we each are shaped and molded for a purpose, but sometimes we don't believe in that. See, it took me a long time. When I say a long time to even when I read that scripture that says, God is love. God loved me before I was formed in my mother's belly. Whew. He loved me before I was formed in my mother. So before you were even born, God loved you. Before you were even born, God loved me. And when I think about if God loves me so much, that means that I need to believe it. We got to believe it when God tells us things. We got to believe it and walk in that walk in faith. Acknowledge it. The first time my eyes got widened when I actually understood those words. I was saying for a long time, God loves me, God loves me. I was reading it, God loves me. But the first time when I said it and I believed it, God loves me. Mm. It hits different when you believe. It hits different when you believe. So believe in his love for you. Believe in that. And then walk in it. Then walk in it. Act like you believe it. Act like you believe it. Let's see what else I missed. And I'm going to go to, I think I got 2 more points left. Yes, life and death are in the power of the tongue. We are what we say. And that's why it's so important for us to be careful what we speak out loud. See, we can't help sometimes what we have in our thoughts that may come up into our brain. We can't help that, but we can stop it and say, that's not a good thought. And say, I rebuke that. That is not of God. That is not what I believe and speak over myself. See, you're going to get less of that. You're going to get less of the negativity the more you start blocking it out. Say, no, I don't want to hear that. I'll even tell myself, Marlene, that's not how we talk to ourselves. Marlene, that's not what we believe in ourselves. No, Marlene, that's not what we pour in ourselves. That's not what we speak over ourselves. See, we have to talk and act like we believe what we say we are. Yes, we do. Yes, I am a precious child of God. That's my self-talk every day. That's a blessing, Gio. I love that. Decree it till you see it. Yes. You got to speak it. Even you know how many years it took me for me to believe that statement that God loved me, for me to believe that I am somebody special, that I love myself. See, it's different levels of when we say we love ourselves. It's the beginning stage, then it's the intermediate, and then it's where you allow yourself and give yourself room to fly. I'm not going to hinder me. I'm not going to stop just because I fear. I'm not going to stop my progress because I lack support. I'm not going to stop because other people don't believe in me. I'm not going to stop because other people talk about me behind my back. I'm not going to stop because they don't believe in my dreams. See, that's when you're right. When I say you're right on target. When it doesn't matter who supports you or what other people say. It doesn't matter. Affirm it until it becomes your reality. Yes. Yes. I have dealt with emotional eating for years. I'm a lot better right now. Thank you, Father. I thank you, Father, that Dana is better. We thank you. And we have to, and remember, guys, when you go through a difficulty and you're on the other side, remember to acknowledge it. Remember to acknowledge it. Whatever you believe, remember to acknowledge it and say, I just went through a period of time where I was down, where I was distraught, when I didn't love myself, when I was in pain, when I was in doubt, when my finances wasn't right. But I'm here right now and I'm doing so good. And I thank you. And I thank you that I'm not who I used to be. I thank you that I believe in myself. I thank you that I can see my value. I thank you that I can see my worth. That's what I'm talking about. If a lot more people did that, see, a lot of times we are always looking to other people to validate ourselves. But when you start validating yourself and say, I'm doing good, I'm proud of myself, I love myself, I am somebody special, I am precious, I am valuable. See, it's nothing but progress can happen when you have that positive self-talk. And I'm so proud of you, Dana, and chat. Everybody goes through situations that maybe none of us will ever know about. But whatever it is that you have been through, whatever it is that you have gone through, I'm so proud of you. You're here today. I'm so proud of you. Acknowledge yourself and say, give yourself a hug right now and say, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you that you're so capable. I'm so proud of you that you are able. I'm so proud of you that you are strong. I'm so proud of you that you could do what other people thought you couldn't. Remember when the people who didn't believe in you, those are the same people right now who are saying they're proud of you? How about that? So in time, maybe people will support you, but don't wait for them to support you. You just keep supporting yourself and loving yourself and pouring love into yourself. Keep being authentic and genuine. You are somebody. You are. Yep. I have to say, I'm a precious child of God until I believed it. And today, underneath that self love, self esteem, confidence, dreams, love, oh my gosh, just so much. I'm so glad to hear that, Jill. Dana, my mom was an emotional eater. It's a hard road. Yeah, it's a hard road. And we have to understand it's so important for us. If I could just speak to somebody and if you could just say a kind word to somebody who's hurting today, if you could just tell somebody, I believe in you. If you can just reach out and tell somebody out there, you're valuable. If you could just help somebody lift their head up and say, keep going. If you could just reach out to somebody and say, I love you. If you can just reach out to somebody and just say, it will get better. See, the world would be a better place if people could do more of that. Yes, we're all a work in progress, but we have to do the work to reap the benefit. Yes, Eunice. Yes, we eat to live, to eat a plant of to plant a seed to enhance your life that will multiply through life, and it keeps giving. Yeah. My dad always told me my whole life, my dad was a very holistic eater. Maybe that's why he got to live to be 80 years old. He never took not one medication his whole life until he passed away from his cancer. He always told me, eat to live. Eat to live. And if you eat to live, you're going to live, not live to eat. See, that's what most of us do. It's not something that we're taught. We live to eat. No, you eat to live so you can feel good. Because I'm telling you guys, when you eat well, you feel good in your brain, in your heart. You get physical energy. See, we got to learn to take care of this skin, ourselves, our mind. We got to let go. We got to forgive ourselves. We got to forgive other people. It's so hard to forgive ourselves. It's so hard to forgive other people. But we have to understand that just because you forgive them doesn't mean you got to keep them in your life. You forgive so that you can move forward. You forgive so that you can succeed. You forgive so you can thrive. You forgive so you can walk within your talents. See, we have to understand that part. You're not helping anybody. You're only harming yourself when you don't forgive. So let's forgive others and ourselves. Thank you. I am Tracy Lee. Oh, I see you, Scorpion. Yep. I love being myself. Everyone else is taken, and an original is always better than a copy. See, that's what a lot of people don't understand. People don't understand there's no love like your self-love. No love like your self-love. So you go ahead and be yourself. Yes, troubles don't last always, for now. That is so true. Yep. Thank you, Miss Full Roller. I appreciate that. Let's see what else I missed. Keyword was. Yeah, we have to understand that was. That's the past. Yeah, celebrate. Celebrate ourselves. You got to celebrate yourself. Let's see. I got two more points that I want to cover. Okay, so I did number 1, speak to your inner child. 2, troubles and problems won't last always. Number 3, let go. Number 4, forgive. Number 5, you are worthy. Number 6, I am somebody. Number 7, you don't need them. Focus on the words that are coming out of my mouth. You don't need them. I wish I knew then what I know now. We feel that we need people in our lives. We feel that our whole life is wrapped up in certain relationships, family members. We feel that we need them in our lives and we don't. Remember, baby girl, baby boy, you have everything that you need to be powerful. You have everything you need to succeed. See, the right people will be in your life, love you, care for you, nurture you, support you, speak love and light over you. See, the right people. See, if they're not doing that, they're not the right people. And remember, you don't need everybody in your life. Everybody's not meant to be in your life and stay in your life. Okay? You don't need them. You got to acknowledge that and move on. You don't need certain people in your life. The right people will be there for you. Focus on the people who are right for you. Focus on them. Yes, Pandy. I'm looking at the person in the mirror. You have to make that change. Exactly. One day at a time. One day at a time. Yes. I know, right, Dana? Yes, I love my wigs too. I'm loving your shirt. Oh my goodness, it is mine too. Purple, pink, orange. Yep. Awesome. Thank you, Tracy Lee. Yes. Hey, Zero. Welcome. How are you? Happy Sunday. It's so good to see you. Appreciate you being here. No, Dana, you're a blessing. Each and every one of you is a blessing to me. We got to understand that we're each other's keeper. We are each other's form of support. And I want you guys to feel comfortable here on this channel, here in this chat. I hope I make you guys feel comfortable. I hope I make you guys feel that you can be able to get things out of your head, things that maybe be plaguing you. And if you don't want to speak it here in the chat, always feel free to reach out to me. I'm always going to keep things private and nobody else will know about it, okay? I'm here for you guys. If you guys need some support, I'm here to support each and every one of you. Hey, Carolyn. Welcome. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for coming and being here. I appreciate you. Happy Sunday to you and your family. I hope you're well. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate Kiva. That's come get this commentary. Thank you so much, Kiva. I always try to live a stranger's day when I go shopping. We both walk away with smiles. That's awesome, Carolyn. Amazing. I appreciate that. I hope everybody acknowledges Carolyn in the chat if you have not already. Thank you so much. I wish I knew that at a younger age. Exactly, Carolyn. And one of the things I want to just pause for a moment, all of you who are parents, please fortify the minds of children. Fortify the minds of children. You know, they go through a battle when they go to school or they're around other people. Let them know how important they are. Let them know that they're special, know that they're loved. See, so many times people choose relationships just because they're not getting what they need at home. They're not getting what they need inside. So speak to those children. Tell them that they're special, that they're loved and they're important. They don't need certain people. They don't need to be talked to any type of way. See, when when you have that as your foundation, see, you we're making strong adults with a strong mental ability. See, a lot of times from the past, it was weak minded for people to think, oh, don't say you love each other. Don't say I'm here for you. Don't tell them I'm here if you need to talk. See, we have to learn good, healthy habits, not only with children, but with family members and friends. We have to respect each other. Thank you so much for being here, Angela. Have a great day. Forgiveness is for you, because if you don't forgive, God won't forgive you personally. Exactly. We have to forgive. That's so important for now. I understand that and appreciate your comment. That's why we are raising future adults. Oh, I finally caught up. Yes, we're raising future adults. And I think about that sometimes, because I know the way I grew up is like, you don't let children speak how they feel. You don't let them express themselves. They're going to grow up with all of this inside their head, inside their heart. If you never let them know that they can come to you and talk, they're going to hold in secrets. They're going to hold in pain, you know, of course, with respect, but please let children have a safe haven at home to be able to talk. I even tell my nephews, my nieces, Auntie is here for you. You can talk to me and tell me stuff. And we got to learn that when children are talking, we stop talking. Don't say, "Oh my God, I can't believe you did this or said this." No, let them talk. Let them be able to feel comfortable, because listen, if they don't talk to you, they're going to talk to somebody who does not have experience and does not have wisdom. I feel like I had to say that um, in this moment. If people only understand that their lives would be so much better without toxic relationships. Even if it's family, you may have to say goodbye, right? Oh, one thing I learned, Lisa and chat, um, you can love people and not be around them. I love myself so much that they're not worth my time. And it may sound cruel and mean, but I love myself so much that I'm not going to allow myself to go down a rabbit hole of negativity, of doubt, of fear, or trying to make myself feel that I have to be doing a certain thing or I have to be something in order to be accepted. I'll just say it. Because I personally do not have children, a lot of times people feel, I wish I knew then what I know now. You're not less than because you don't have children. You're not less than. And I'm speaking to anybody who needs to hear that message. And we have to learn to stop telling people, when are you going to have children? What if that person doesn't want to have children? Or what if that person wants to have children and can't have children? Be careful about the words that you speak. Be careful. Careful. I got out of my toxic relationship and didn't get into another one till my children were grown. Right, Carolyn? You have to make sure you're right first. You got to make sure you're right first. I say that louder for the people in the back with the wax in their ears. Yes, Lisa. God will add on to you what you didn't know. Then God will multiply more now, because He carried you when you didn't know, and He is still carrying you for what you know now. Pass it on, right? We have to spread it forward, pay it forward. And this is the last point, guys. You are your own friend. I wish I knew then what I know now. You don't need certain people in your life, especially people who are trying to force you to do things that you don't want to do, or forcing you, making you feel that what you're doing, you're not doing it in the right way, that you have to do things their way. No. Remember, first of all, I am my own friend. Speak that over yourself. I am my own friend. And I say to myself, I love you, friend. It's been a rocky relationship, but now we're good. I'm good at being my own friend now. I know when my friend is telling me, you need to rest, you need a vacation, you need to meditate, you need whatever it is, you need food, you need to drink some water, you need to delete that person's phone number, you need to quit that job, You need to do this. You need to fix your credit. We have to learn the healthy relationship with ourselves. See, sometimes that's why we get into those toxic relationships, because we haven't acknowledged ourselves enough to say, that's not good for me. They're not good for me. I don't like that, or that's not what I want to do. That's not what I need in my life. Okay. So I really appreciated this conversation. I really enjoyed this discussion. I hope you guys did too. I could probably talk for another hour, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. So once again, thank you everybody who came through today. Miss Full Roller, Lisa B, Carolyn, Vernell, Boss Life Online. I am Tracy Lee, Scorpion. Who else? Feast with Cornice, Angela Critters, Edward Smart, Smart Aviation, Zero, The Infinite Renewed, Pandy's Hair Candy and More, Triple C, Dana, Eunice Williams, Boss Life Online. I don't know who else I may have missed. And thank you, Dana, for joining my channel membership. Who else? Vernell. And I believe I got everybody. I think that was, MJ, Melissa Jane. Thank you so much, MJ. Yep. Oh yeah, and I want to tell you guys, those of you who have not looked at the community tab and voted, this channel the channel name is going to change. The direction of this channel is going to change, and all my channels actually. She Reviews, Marlene TV, all of my channels are going through different channel names, and the way I'm going to be formatting the information that comes on this channel, I am focused. I've been meditating and praying on things, and this is the direction I've been moving to. And I've had a friend, Feast with Cornice, who has been there for me and supporting me. So thank you, sis. And of course, my ace, Boss Life Online, always there to support me. So thank you guys. I hope you guys are going to enjoy the direction of where this channel is going to go. I'm excited for the change. I hope that this channel is going to bless more people, help people to live their best life, to enjoy their life. So I'm going to be telling you guys in another month what the new channel name will be. I'm going to have only certain content over here. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited too. I appreciate all of you guys who came through today, who support me through membership, through super chats, through being a subscriber of my channel, through your comments. I'm here for you guys. I wish the best for you, and I hope you guys continue. Don't let your past define your present. You are somebody special. You are important. Love and acknowledge yourself. Walk in self-love. Validate yourself. Forgive. Let go. Know you are somebody. You are worthy. You are your own friend. Speak to your inner child and know you are somebody important. I am Marlene, and I am the content creator for Living Your Best Life. And on this channel, I talk about positive, motivating, and encouraging videos, story times, blogs, and on Sundays and Thursdays, I go live. I would love if you guys would come on Thursday. I have the dose of realness, where I talk about a real topic, something to fortify your mind. Because we're all about fortifying, strengthening, and acknowledging our own selves. I love you guys, and keep loving you. Until the next time, guys, just know it. Just breathe it and be it and live your best life.